How many of you have taken a trip on the leisure cruise Cordelia? While you enjoy the view, activities, food, did you wonder how these floating wonders operate? Today, I will take you behind the scene of the fascinating world of cruise logistics, the unseen powerhouse that keep the global cruise industry sailing smoothly. Whether you are a cruise enthusiast or just curious, stay with me till the end for some interesting fact and latest trends and the economic impact of this booming sector. Did you know the largest cruise ship in the world, Royal Caribbean Wonder of the Seas, can carry over 6,700 passengers and requires an army of logistic experts to manage supplies for a week-long voyage? Cruise logistics is the complex orchestration behind the scenes, managing everything from passenger embarkation and disembarkation, supply chain operation, port handling, to onboard provisioning and crew management. It's what ensures your cruise starts on time, your cabin is ready, and your favorite meal is served fresh at sea. For example, for a week-long cruise, Wonder of the Seas carrying 80,000 eggs, 20 tons of meat, 45 tons of vegetables and fruits, and 22,000 bottles of wine. The cruise industry is booming like never before. In 2023, over 31.7 million passengers cruised worldwide, surpassing pre-pandemic level by 7%. This surge means cruise logistics is more critical than ever, with the global cruise logistics market projected to reach nearly 660 million by 2023, growing at a steady CAGR of 7.15%. Also, back-to-back cruising is becoming a trend, where the passengers hop on consecutive cruise without disembarking, making logistics even more complex. Increasing passenger numbers, expanding fleets, and the rising demand for efficient, tech-driven logistics solutions are fueling this boom. Shorter cruises of 3 to 5 days are exploding popularity, especially in the Caribbean, rising from 2% in 2023 to an expected 18% in 2025. That's nearly 1 in 5 cruise now for a quick getaway. North America dominates the cruise logistics scene thanks to powerhouse ports like Miami, which handle over 10% of global cruise embarkations. In fact, Miami port is so busy that it handles more cruise passengers annually than some entire country's populations. Florida's other ports, Port Canaveral and Port Lauderdale, also play vital roles. Europe follows closely, driven by river cruises and major hubs in Germany, the UK and France. But the fastest growing region is Asia Pacific, with countries like China and India seeing a surge in luxury cruise demand and with a disposable income. Imagine boarding a cruise in minutes with your status updated instantly. Digital solutions like Can You First passenger embarkation system make this possible, reducing waiting time, encrypting data, and streamlining port operations. Meanwhile, automation, IoT, and data analytics are transforming supply chain, helping cruise lines optimizing inventory, cut waste, and ensure timely deliveries across even the most complex routes. Before a cruise sets sail, detailed planning ensures every meal is accounted for, from forecasting how many kilos of vegetables and bottles of wine are needed to ordering supplies near the departure port. Once on board, the ship becomes a floating warehouse with vast cold storage for perishables, dry stores for staples, and special room for wine and liquor, all managed using a first-in, first-out rotation. Supplies are distributed daily to multiple galleys where teams work around the clock to prepare fresh food under strict safety standards. On longer journeys, the ship restock at port along the route, coordinating with approved vendors and clearing customs to keep everything running smoothly. The cruise industry is a major economic engine. The global cruise market was valued at $8.9 billion in 2023 and is expected to nearly double to $18.3 billion by 2030, growing at an impressive CAGR of 12.9%. This growth supports millions of jobs worldwide, from port workers and logistic providers to ship crew and hospitality staff. However, challenges remain. Rising food costs, that is up to 20% recently, and labor shortages and geopolitical issues like the war in Ukraine affecting Baltic cruises. Environmental concerns are also pushing the industry to adopt greener technologies such as cleaner fuels and shore power to reduce emissions and protect our oceans. I'm sure with this information, now when you undertake a cruise trip, you will have deeper appreciation for the seamless adventure you enjoy from the moment you step on board to the last sunset at sea. If you found this episode on cruise logistics as fascinating as I did, hit that like button, share this video with your travel loving friends, and of course comment on what cruise destination or ship would you love to explore next. Don't forget to subscribe for more insider insight on logistic trend around the world. See you next week. Thank you.